Hello again. It's been a while since I've posted something on this channel. Been a while since I've made these types of videos, but today was a really interesting day, and one of my friends inspired me to keep posting. He said, if there's something came to you, then you need to share. You gotta share. Maybe somebody gonna need it. Yeah. So today I wanna share some small excerpt from my course on Enlightenment 101. And what I want to share is I want to kind of give you a structure of this whole journey that we call spiritual journey, enlightenment. What's the way, how to get there? And I want to start by saying that there's three stages in life, or three approaches, and they're defined by your identification. So first one, well, let me start by saying actually what it is. And you can be something, you can be everything, or you can be nothing. And these are the three stages of self-realization process. First stage is when you're something, whatever you call yourself, whatever your name is, whatever your job is, your role, your body. First stage is when you associate yourself with an object. You're thinking you are this object, and there's many objects in this life. So you're living in this paradigm of you versus them, and you're all alone versus them, or you're with somebody. And it's like a world of duality and contradiction. And there's not much stuff to say about this, because obviously look around you. I mean, this is how 95% of people living in this world right now still. And that's okay, because it's still better than it was before. Because 10, 15, 20 years, I would say 99.9% living like that. So that's a huge difference already. So what is the second stage? Second stage is it's about spiritual journey. It's about when you wake up. When you wake up, when you start understanding that somehow world around you is not exactly what it seems, and you start searching for answers, searching for understanding of how do you, as an object, how do you fit in into this whole scheme of things, and is it even you? Are you even the object? And when you start answering some of these questions, eventually the answer you get is you are everything. You are all of it, and all of this world is just your reflection. That's all it is. It's like a big mirror. That's all it is. Just look around you. It's a mirror that of what's inside of you. I like to give this analogy just so you can understand. Like, imagine you're inside of the sun, inside of this fireball. All you see is fire around you, right? So from this position, there is no way you can tell anything about the sun except it's hot and it's all fire. There is no concept of sun really, because you're in it, you're part of it, you're it or something. It's really hard to describe, but there's no saying what it is. So in order for you to understand sun, you kind of have to get outside of it. You have to separate yourself from it and then look from outside on yourself. Then you can start understanding it. You can start kind of get certain qualities of it. You can see some patterns, some laws, and stuff like that. That's how we know about the universe. But is it really out there? That's the question that you're looking for in the second stage. And then eventually you come to understanding that everything is you. You are the universe. You are God. This is who you are. You are the creator of all of this reality. Whatever you see, every single object, it has your attachment to it. You know every single object here. If you didn't know it, it wouldn't exist for you here. It's a big stage in life, and normally it takes quite a few years for people to understand it and go through it. Some people spend many lifetimes, and that's what they call samsara, you know, karma and all that stuff. All of that applies to the first two stages. Many people spend a lot of time proving points and arguing here what's better and what's worse, you know, what kind of yoga gets you there faster, what kind of understanding is better, what kind of religion is right or wrong. All of that stuff belongs to the second stage, to the search. Eventually, the top truth that you can get in this world of duality, is everything is one. It's just you here. It's part of you. It's all one thing. All the people are you. They're just reflections, including your body is just your reflection too. But then the funny part happens when you get to this stage, when you find the ending of the second stage, when you are everything. Next question arises: who knows? Who knows that you are everything? And is it all you? Or is it just reflection? And if everything that you know outside, if the world is just a reflection, then what are you? What is it reflecting? How does it reflect that in its complexity? How does it do that? And then you start asking questions and start searching. And now you're entering in the field of self-realization. You're finally looking for yourself in this whole picture. Now you're trying to really understand things. And the third stage is what people call enlightenment. And what enlightenment is basically just realizing your true nature, which doesn't have anything to do with this world, your identity, or any words or thoughts that you have. It's not aware of any of these things. The truth of who you are really lies beyond this reality, or whatever you want to call it. It's not even a reality. You need to even define, like at this stage, you really need to redefine the definition of reality, because up to this stage you call this a reality and the only reality. But then there's another part to it. When you understand another part, you understand that this is not real. Because what is real, really? Real is something constant. It's always present, it's always there. It's something that you can always come back to. Because if it changes, if this changes, and it always changes, look at life. Life always changes. How can it be real then, if it always changes? Because if you call this a reality, 1 second later, it's a different reality. Everything's changed. 2 years pass, certain things are gone, new things appeared. Is it still a reality? You say yes, but then is it really? Yes, everything changes. And you come to a conclusion eventually that yes, it's not real. None of it is real. It's all just a dream, just an illusion, like many dreams like you have in your sleep. This is one of them. One of the many, one of the billions, trillions, one of the infinite dreams you're having simultaneously. But who's having those dreams? That's the thing. That's a question. That's a question of a lifetime. And then when you get it, that's what I call enlightenment. It's just you let the light in. You're enlightened. You become light in both senses. You become weightless, and you become the light itself. Because if you go beyond everything you know, what's out there? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a big potentiality of nothingness. Out of nothingness, everything is born. Everything you know, and everything you knew, and everything you will know, forever and ever, infinitely. It will come from that nothingness. It comes from this nothingness. It's already here. Everything is in this moment. All of the future, all of the past. And it is born out of this nothingness. And when you understand that this nothingness is actually you, and this world does not have anything to do with you, it just appears inside of you, as you, by you, you enter a new domain of existence, I would say. You actually understand your true nature, and suddenly you have the capability of enjoying this life completely, not not even in the way that you did before. It's really unexplainable. You really need to you really need to try it. You need to have that experience to actually know what it is. But basically that's what happens. You go beyond all of this stuff and you become nothingness. And that's a third stage. Third stage is nothingness. Pure awareness, pure nothingness that doesn't even know that this world exists. Because the word know or don't know, they do not exist for you. Everything that you call existence, it belongs to the second and the first stages. And I guess it's not even a secret because you know it. Like you know you're here, you know this presence, you know this nothingness, it's always here. It's here around us. You think it's the objects here around you, everywhere. You think it's a tree behind me, you think this is a body, you think that's a stone, and everything in between them is nothingness. But actually it's opposite of that. It's quite opposite. We're looking at it from a different way. Think of it as a mirror. It's actually dense. Everything in between is a monolithic. It's a density, absolutely, like infinitely dense stuff of potentiality. And this, whatever you see as objects, is just a tiny little piece of information, just a speck, like a speck of dust on the big white board of nothingness. That's what it is. And that's your life. That's the stuff that we call life. The world, the universe, multiverse, metaverse, whatever you want to call, whatever you want to imagine. It all happening is a dream, by you, for you. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to share today. When you get this stuff, really get it, when you really have this experience, you're in a new paradigm. Everything completely changes for you. There are no questions anymore. You don't have any more questions. You know, it reminds me of the first stage that I've been in when I didn't have a question, didn't have any questions, and I was in the first stage when I was completely asleep. I didn't have any questions. I thought I knew everything. But now I don't have any questions because questions are irrelevant. They don't make any sense. They don't matter. None of it matters. It's all just what it is. It is what it is. There's no point in defining any of this. Only your true self exists. And this is all just a dream. It's gonna end eventually. So enjoy it. Enjoy its beauty. Enjoy its complexity. Its little things. Small things. And remember, everything's happening in the moment. Everything's right now. The past, the future, the people inside your head, they're all right now. Everything's here. So enjoy it all the time. Appreciate it because it's gonna end. It's gonna change anyways. Everything that's born, the whole universe is gonna change. And then it's gonna die, it's gonna disappear. It's gonna self-destruct in some way. And a new one's gonna appear. But you're always gonna be here. You're always here anyways to begin with. That's pretty much all I wanted to share today. See you soon. Ciao.